Greetings, YouTubians. How's it going? I'll get to that in a minute. So, I'm going to try this again. Oh, drop something. I'm going to try this again, and this time I hope YouTube does not stick their nose in my business because, keep if I already have a jar of Kool-Aid, I don't need any extra sugar. Of course, I don't need any extra sugar anyway. So anyhow, I had a raccoon purchase, The raccoon said that I can take credit for this one. So a Ruger Max 9. It comes with two 10-round magazines. I already loaded them up. And I know yesterday YouTube was giving me a hard time screwing with my comments. Leave my comments alone, please. I'm not, put it this way. If I was a reckless gun owner, Tommy Lee Jones, if I was a reckless gun owner, I wouldn't be making videos because, number one, I would be showing people the wrong things to do about gun safety. And basically, I got gun safety in my blood, regardless of, it doesn't matter how many negligent discharges I've accidentally had. Once with a 380, a couple with 9 millimeters. Now, I should have, usually, like when I leave the range, I check every single weapon to make sure there's no rounds in it. I might have missed one, but the thing is, I'm not about to, pay for that with somebody's life. I can't do that. And basically, just to get that out of the way, okay, come clean. It was an accident, but nobody got hurt. The thing is, I am more careful than anything. Because anytime you have a negligent discharge, you learn. You learn what not to do. Just like I know there's nothing here in Tommy Lee Jones. There's nothing here in the Ruger Max 9, which I purchased. And takedown is easy. This right here is going to be my concealed carry weapon once I apply for the concealed carry license. Basically, what I already know, I know how to discharge my firearm in case something happens. I know. I'm not just going to discharge it just because somebody says I smell like a dirty camel or something. That's not going to happen. So, mouse! So, basically, comes with a manual and a sticker and bunch of other shit here, I'm not interested in the NRA right now. And it comes in a nifty little cardboard box, Ruger. So, and now there is another question that has come up to me, and it's a very good question. It's like, Mark, and it comes with one of these too. I hate gun locks. Can't stand those. Gun locks are annoying because, number one, you have a gun lock. You don't really have access to your weapon like you think. And if they made it a law where your guns have to automatically have gun locks on them, period, then there's not going to be any safe neighborhoods because people are going to be fumbling around trying to get the keys, try to unlock the damn thing, take it apart, and then it's like, oh shit, what do I do next? Bam. No, that's not me. But the thing is, like in New Mexico, I'm not sure if they still have those mandatory checks. I'm not sure. Mandatory checks were, I don't know if they go door to door. They don't go door to door. But gun owners, they check to see if they got their guns locked up safely and with that ridiculous little lock piece of shit on it. So, another question that has come up is like, hey, Mark, you have the Glock 17. How come you don't go higher like the Glock 48 or Glock 45 or any other numbers? It's like, okay, to answer the question, the Glock 17 appeals to me. I'm not saying the 19 is bad. It just doesn't feel right in my hands, with such a short little access of bore. I'm used to full-size weapons, just like my favorite weapon is a 9mm Beretta. The Beretta is my favorite. But a Glock 17, for some reason, when I first fired it and when I first picked it up, I go, oh, that's it. That's it. This right here, Glock 17 is what works for me. And it's fuller size than I want, So, having a micro compact as a concealed carry works for me. It really works for me. If I go into the woods or whichever, I will take a Glock 17, but most likely I'll take a Glock 20, 10 millimeter. But other than that, I keep my numbers down because, number one, those are the ones I was exposed to first. So any other Glock does not matter to me. Only the 17, possibly the 19, even though I don't own a 19. The 20, the 21, 22, and 23. There you go. That's 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 different Glocks in those lower numbers. 17 just happens to appeal to me. So to answer your question, it's all about tradition. Like the 17 was the first Glock to ever roll out, and it was a hit. And the thing is, it's like, so like if somebody did try to break into my house, once I feel a full-size gun, it just molds, and then my accuracy is right on. I mean, I love Glocks, I got no problem with them, and, at first I thought I did, but I don't. So, that being said, I'm not going to smack the magazine. Oh, yeah, I did. So, this micro compact, this Ruger Max 9, this is the star of the show. Raccoon approved. And, the 9mm round, though I couldn't get 40, it's okay. It's fine. Because I love 9mm. Mouse! That was from the last mouse. 9mm is just a good round, and one thing I can't do is ignore it, Just like I said, I got 2 magazines that came with it. And I got 3 more coming very soon. I ordered them. But, the thing is, if you feel like you're a Ruger Max 9 person, get a Ruger Max 9. If you feel like you're a SIG P365 person, get a SIG P365. I know I'm clock watching because I got to go to work. So, the thing is, YouTubians, I am sorry for yesterday. The 2 videos, and then I just had to delete them because they were incomplete without the comments. And, I'm not trying to be perfect, I'm not a perfect gun owner. Nobody is a perfect gun owner. You just know when things happen, and that's when this comes in handy. And I already know everything I need to know about this weapon. I know how to strip it down. I know how to I know how to strip it down. I know how to put it back together. I mean, I'm not a foolish mind, as they would say. So, the thing is, what is your favorite firearm? But the thing is, like I said, Glock 17 is dear to my heart. Glock 17, Glock 20, 10mm, 9mm. I love both of those rounds. So, anyhow, hopefully pretty soon, I'll be training a guy. And hopefully I might be going to the range next week. Not this week, but next week. His name is Nathan Quatch. He wants to go, he's going into the Navy pretty soon. He wants to be a combat medic. And I told him that, I remember a lot of combat medics, and they were trained to use firearms. They were trained. Some were, some weren't. But the thing is, combat medics have to have a firearm on them. I really wish that the military went to Glock instead of SIG P320. I don't know what was scrambling up in their brains, but this right here would have been perfect. So, yep. So look for a range video, hopefully. Nathan Quatch is going to do great, He's going to be a good combat medic once he goes into the Navy. I think he's going in about 2 years from now. Or a year. So yeah, look for that range video. And we're going to be shooting a few things like the SIG 2022, the AR-15. I want to get him a prize with the Glock. And possibly this has to come because it has to be fired. So anyhow, YouTubians, I apologize for the YouTube mishandling yesterday. Mouse. Black coffee is always good in the morning. So anyhow, take care of yourselves. I have to go to work. And mouse!